You know what I haven't talked about on the channel in a while? The Nintendo Switch! No, but seriously, obviously the Switch is my platform of choice this generation. I have a PS4, I have an Xbox One, I play those a good bit, but definitely nowhere inside the same realm as I play my Nintendo Switch. It's just been a really fascinating system to me, and a system I've really been enjoying. And with Payday 2 coming out at the end of the month, which is a very structured game that's focused on online gameplay, and of course Nintendo Switch's online service debuting this fall with paid features and all sorts of stuff, supposedly Nintendo is going all in with this thing, using lots of resources. I thought to myself, you know, the Switch has been out for almost a year, and there's actually been a lot of good online experiences on the system thus far. A lot of games that I've played tons of hours online and really enjoyed. So in this video, I basically just wanted to spotlight my favorite online games so far for the Nintendo Switch. Games that I've put hundreds of hours into the online to and just thoroughly enjoyed myself. And games maybe you didn't think about picking up for the online aspect of the game. So sit back, relax, because today we're going to talk about the best online experiences currently available for the Nintendo Switch.
Hey, RGT 85. Hey, Sean.
Oh my God, it's Stevie Richards! The first game we're going to talk about is probably the game I've sunk the most time into online. It definitely resonated with me. This is a game that was available on the PS4 as well, and I actually owned it on the PS4 when it originally came out. I'm pretty sure I reviewed it on the PS4 and I fell in love with it. And then when it came to the Switch, I definitely double dipped and started playing it once again, and that is Doom. Now, Doom has a really solid single player. Most of the people I remember when the game initially came out were definitely more into the single player aspect than the multiplayer aspect, but I really enjoyed the multiplayer aspect. If you're not familiar with how Doom's online is set up, basically think back to those old school arena shooters, games like Unreal and Quake, you know, those fast-paced games, and that's what Doom brings to the table. It's very fast, there's a lot of action going on, and the Nintendo Switch version is a very, very good version of the game. There's one map named Orbital that does not run well on the system, but they are planning to patch some sound features, and they also said that there's going to be some other improvements as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing if that sort of fixes that map, because it could get very laggy and a lot of slowdown, but there's so much positive in Doom. I love just the fast-paced gameplay, and the TDMs are so much fun, because when you play a TDM in the game, which is my main mode of play, there's a demon rune that appears on the map, and if you pick up that demon rune, you become a demon, this super powerful creature that you pick at the start of the match. There's 6 different demons to choose from. At the start of the match, you can change that on the fly as well to choose your demon rune, but if you pick up that rune, you can just wreck people, and it really keeps the gameplay super interesting. It allows the game to never really get stagnant. Some of the maps are really well crafted as well. It's just a really fast-paced and fun experience. There is a sort of a lobby system where you can look to see who is online on your friends list and join their matches as well, so it's really well done. It's super fast-paced, it's super fun, and really the only FPS game available on the Nintendo Switch right now. So if you're into more gritty FPS experiences with a very solid online, Doom is just a no-brainer to me. If you have the availability to pick it up on other systems, I totally understand picking it up on there, but if you're just a Nintendo Switch owner, you gotta have Doom in your collection. It's so good, so much fun, and I can't recommend the game enough. Guys, I have a very important question for you, and this is sort of a life-changing question. Are you a kid, or are you a squid? In Splatoon 2, they really sort of up the ante of the game. A lot of people think that Splatoon 2 is sort of like Splatoon 1.5. You know, they didn't change enough to make it a die-hard sequel, but I don't agree with that at all. I think Splatoon 2 is way better than Splatoon 1, and that really comes down to the online aspects of the game. Splatoon 1 was definitely rooted in online multiplayer, and they actually did it a lot better in Splatoon 2, I feel. The character movements and whatnot, all the different weapons, they feel much better online. The online levels themselves are better crafted. There's more game modes to experience. There are friend matches now. There's Salmon Run, which is sort of like a horde mode where you link up with your friends and you just go through waves of different enemies online. There's just much more to do online with Splatoon 2 than there was to do in Splatoon 1. And there's also that atrocious, disgusting Nintendo Switch app that you can get for your phone to talk to people online. Guys, I definitely recommend, if you're playing with friends, either talk on Facebook Messenger Messenger, talk on Skype, talk on Discord. There are definitely ways around the fact that Nintendo does not have any voice chat right now because that app is just terrible. But as far as Splatoon 2's gameplay is concerned, it's very fast, it's very crisp, it's a lot more refined than the first game. So if you like playing online games that are very unique, Splatoon 2 is a no-brainer to me. Definitely a solid pickup and definitely an improvement over the first game. Mario Kart 8 was one of the best-selling Wii U games, and it may have actually been the best-selling Wii U game. So it's a no-brainer that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came to the Nintendo Switch, but they really improved the online in this game by adding one important thing: the battle mode. If you played Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, you know that the battle mode was an absolute joke. It was absolute trash. It was not what people wanted from a battle mode. The fact that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has a proper battle mode with actual battle mode features where you're battling against people, definitely a throwback to the older Mario Kart days, it totally makes it worth the double dip. The online is much better because of this. It's a lot more fun. There's a lot more to do. The racing still looks great online. The racing is still very fast paced, very fun. I was just playing in a tournament with 8-Bit Eric last night on his channel, and that's another thing. You can set up little tournaments like that. You can have different, you get a tournament code and then people can join your tournament and you can race with your friends that way. You can also join friends races. It's just a really well done racing game. But the inclusion of the battle mode, the fact that they brought in the battle mode back, really makes it a no-brainer for me. So if you've been sort of on the fence about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you really shouldn't be, because if you enjoyed battle mode in any of the previous entries, it's a no-brainer to pick up. So much fun, so many hours spent playing it online, and so many more hours will be spent playing it online. So Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, a definite must-own if you're an online gaming fan. If you understand this next reference, you probably already own the game. If you don't understand this next reference, go buy the game. I love you, I do, I need you, I do. Rocket League. Rocket League, Rocket League. Rocket League is one of the most refined online experiences on the Nintendo Switch. Rocket League does have local multiplayer. Rocket League does have a training mode if you want to play by yourself, or you can play with bots, but the real fun of Rocket League is in the online gameplay. And the online in Rocket League for the Switch is very, very smooth, and they're constantly improving it. This is the same team that brought over Doom to the Nintendo Switch. So they're obviously sort of becoming like Switch masters, like in online realms. Like, they're doing a really good job. Rocket League is a fast-paced 3-on-3 or 4-on-4 car-based game where it's sort of like soccer with a car, but it's really fun. It's a game that I never super gotten into. I ended up picking it up on the Switch because I wanted to review it on the channel, and I instantly fell in love with the game. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to see. There's tons of cars to, unlock in the game. There's Mario cars and Samus cars. There's also, of course, DLC that you can buy, and I definitely bought that DeLorean because I need a DeLorean. But on the feature side of things, it is one of the simplest games to link up with your friends. If you see a friend online, you can immediately join their lobby. There's also a text-based chat system that works pretty decent as well. And of course, you can do, the Skype Discord thing if you want to talk with your friends with voice chat. But Rocket League is a fast-paced online experience. I think it's currently on sale, depending on when you're watching this video, in the Nintendo Switch eShop. There's also a physical version of the game, which I kind of want to double dip on, but maybe I'll try to restrain myself. But Rocket League, if you like fast-paced games, if you like, racing and cars and throw in a soccer ball and make it all work together, Rocket League is a definite awesome game, and the online features of this game are very satisfying for the Nintendo Switch. The final game I want to talk about is a game that I didn't expect to put nearly as much time into the online aspect of the game. This game recently released in a dual pack where you got Resident Evil Revelations 1 and Resident Evil Revelations 2. Now, Resident Evil Revelations 1, I played the raid mode to death on that on the 3DS, but I heard mixed things about Resident Evil Revelations 2 and the online stuff and even the single player stuff of the game. But I don't know why, because I really like Resident Evil Revelations 2, and the raid mode, which is the online portion of the game, is so well done. You've probably seen Wood and I stream this either on his channel or on my channel, and we have so much fun with this game. First off, it is super easy to find your friends in this game. It is super easy to get into a lobby with them. The online features are very streamlined and very effective. There's like no online lag, and the raid mode is just awesome. You play little snippets of the game or snippets of different areas from the game with different monsters, and there's tons of different weapons to unlock. There's tons of different weapons to craft. There's tons of different characters to unlock. There is so much to do in the raid mode portion of Resident Evil Revelations 2. Like I said, I played to death Resident Evil Revelations 1. I loved it. It's another, you know, game that you could definitely pick up and play and enjoy. But I really like Resident Evil Revelations 2 a bit better because of more characters, different weapons, different crafting, different monsters, different arenas, different environments and whatnot. Just an awesome online experience. It's very smooth, very streamlined, and more importantly, very fun. It's very fun leveling up your characters, going through these different things. There's daily missions to do. There's all sorts of fun stuff. It's really impressed me with how much features they packed into the online portion of this game. So you could really go with either the dual pack or just buy Resident Evil Revelations 1 on its own or Revelations 2 on its own. But I've really been enjoying Revelations 2. They're both excellent games. I definitely suggest picking up the dual pack, but if you just want to buy one, in my opinion, I'm going to give the nod to Revelations 2 for the online portion of the game only. Alright, so that's just a handful of online experiences that are currently available for the Nintendo Switch. There are other games out there that I have played that have strong online as well. NBA 2K18, Fast RMX, another fast racing game, and 9 Parchments, which is sort of like a Diablo style game where you get together with your friends. There's tons of games out there, and maybe I missed some. You know, maybe you're like, well, why didn't you put that on the list? That's the whole point of the comments section, so you guys can tell me what online games you've been enjoying on the Nintendo Switch. So let me know in the comments section down below. Maybe I'll learn something from you guys and check out a game that I wasn't too familiar with that has some strong online. And thank you for checking out this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn on notifications, hit that like button, check out the links in the description box down below. We got t-shirts, Patreon, social media. Follow me everywhere so you can keep up to date with RGT85. Thank you for checking out this video, and I will catch you guys next time. Later.
RGT 85. RGT 85. RGT 85.